and welcome back again to the Long Way Home podcast. Today, I think this is episode 14, and we're going to be having a more of a car-related podcast. There is no F1. We're in the middle of the summer break, so we're going to talk all things cars today. Jordan has got like a million questions to ask. I'm sure we're going to be answering them both, right? Or are they all like, okay?
Yeah, for both of us. Yeah.
And I've got one question to ask you, in which we can both answer it, but mainly I want to see what your answer is. So we'll pass over to you first, since you've got like 17 questions, and then we'll just see how long we can go, and we'll stop when we think the audience might be bored.
I mean, this is Kyle saying I've got 17 million questions. I've just made an agenda for once rather than just going with it and starting where we usually do. So, first of all, got some news. So, Kyle, have you got any news, any car news, F1 news you've seen last week?
I mean, I think the one that you already said about Cadillac, but I'll let you talk about that. Car news. Do you know what? I've just had a busy week. I've not really been looking very much.
Not seeing it.
I've not even been on social media, so I don't have like a clip of the week. So, spoiler alert, at the end of the episode, I don't have a clip of the week again.
I've got a really old clip of the week that we keep pushing back. So,
have you got one and you want to use it? Well, why don't you just tell me then you've got one, and then we'll slide it in, and then I'm slacking. It's fine. It's like the first episode we ever did. You never had one.
No, last week I said I've got clip of the week. You said no, we'll do it next week.
Yeah, fair. Well, okay. Well, I'm highly unprepared. No.
Okay, yeah.
The answer is no.
F1 news. Okay, you don't know anything. F1 news. I just quickly saw today, but I think the post was from yesterday. Cadillac got a new team principal.
Yep.
Called Marcin Budkowski.
Yep.
I've never heard of him.
Me neither.
Apparently he's worked at various teams. I think Ferrari was named on one of them. Not sure at what capacity. I just literally saw a headline. So that's literally the only bit of car news I've got. Well, F1 news.
Fucking hell, I did a great job of handing that over to you then. That was it. I thought you had more
I've got F1 news. I've got one bit of car news.
Right, with the F1, to add on that, the reason I did see that post, I saw it, I think it was Sky Sports F1 or Sky Sports News or whatever it is.
I just saw it on the actual F1 Instagram.
Right, I saw it, I think it was then, and it was interviewing someone, I'm guessing who is linked to Cadillac or whatever, and him explaining his reasons why they got rid of Graham. Basically,
because they're shit.
I don't know what it is. They just want that this new guy seems more aligned to what they want to do and want to achieve. Everything's going to be a bit more connected underneath him, etc. I'm guessing it's because his experience. I thought Graham, though, equally had plenty of experience and time in the sport. But I think we said literally in last week's episode that they're not having a great time. You can't put that always down to one person, but I guess this is one of the things that they do. They do it like at companies. If it's underperforming, the board of directors will be like, right, CEO out, new CEO in, see if anything changes, kind of thing.
Yeah,
so,
he's captain of the ship and they're sinking. So
yeah, exactly.
Need to do something else.
But yeah,
car news. I've not seen any like new cars that have been shown. I usually get drips and drabs on my personal feed. There's a Range Rover GT coming out.
Okay.
Which is...
Have you seen it, or is it just a headline?
I've seen a photo of it. Have you seen the Range Rover Velar?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it's not as high up and the back's really sloped.
Okay.
So it's probably using the same chassis as that Jag that they're all driving.
Yeah.
Because obviously they share stuff. So yeah, it's sort of got like a Velar face, and then it sort of just completely slopes off at the back. So I think I'm right in saying that that's Range Rover or Land Rover's first car that's not an SUV.
Yeah, interesting.
So see how that goes. I mean, I'm not particularly fussed about Range Rovers. I like the odd Land Rover. just for what they can do. But a Range Rover doesn't tickle me.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered about that. I mean, I do like going in my granddad's Range Rover.
Oh yeah, your granddad's got one.
Nice car. It's got everything in that you would ever need. My uncle and his wife have both got matching his and hers Defenders.
Oh yeah.
I'm always a contrarian anyway. I know they're kind of popular, but I'm never a fan of anything that's popular as such. I like the stuff that's either a bit more against the grain. So I don't know what.
Is that why you got a Fiesta?
Well, I know what you mean. That is a very common car. But like, I guess a Fiesta is not like an aspirational car for some, but like it's not an aspirational car. I think in the aspirational
like if you was
car,
going to get something and you really thought about it and was like, "This is what I want."
Like people would say in that category, and it's above that category, but like, oh, I really want an Urus or something like that. I'm like, I mean, I'm not a Lamborghini fan anyway, but like, no, I think that's not like one to go for. In them categories of cars, what is the one that you would go for? I've always liked the Audi, is it QRS8 or some shit like that, whatever it is?
SQ8.
Yeah, them ones. Yeah. I like them ones.
Yeah, they're nice. Essentially, that's literally what the Lamborghini is anyway.
Yeah, but I like the look of it. I don't like the look of Lamborghinis. They remind me of like Batarangs or something.
I do like some Lamborghinis. But yeah, if I had £200,000 and I was choosing a car, I wouldn't pick a Lambo.
No.
I just think they're a bit too showy.
What do you think, like of a Cayenne or something like that? Or...
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't really like the Porsche SUVs.
Volvo.
I feel like a Volvo is like
a JQ. Normal. What about a JQ?
JQ. No, I mean I don't really like SUVs. Full stop.
Yeah, but my question was like you've got 17 questions and I've brought a second one to the table.
You just added this
one.
If
you was to have one, what would you have? That was the question. I do like the Alpha ones, and I don't know the name of them. They're quite nice as well.
I was looking at those because my missus wants a new car a while ago. There's one called a Junior, I think. Just slightly smaller.
Right, yeah.
And then there's a bigger version, the one that you're probably on about. Yeah, they are nice. They're really nice looking. And I don't think they're that particularly that expensive.
Yeah.
SUV wise, I'd probably just go full hog and I probably would just get a V8 Defender.
Would you? Okay.
And just go straight there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I love Aston, but I don't want the DBX. It's not.
Is that?
I just don't like the more expensive car companies making like a sports car company making
an SUV.
An SUV. I just don't buy into it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But there's the Bentley ones are nice. I can get on board with one of them.
Yeah, they are quite nice as well. Fair. Good answer.
So that's the answer to my question.
Good answer. There we go. If you was to get one, that's what you'd get. You get a Bentley one or whatever the other ones you just said. I'd probably go for the Alpha or I'd go for an Audi.
Right, okay.
That'd be my choices. Yeah, so that was...
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got to that question.
Tiny bit of car news.
Yeah. The Range
just
Rover
something that's
GT
local to us that I've scribbled down.
Yeah.
So Great Northern Classics, which we had to go to. I don't know if you went a couple of weeks ago, but they're doing a country and cars event this Sunday, so the 16th. So depending on when you put this out,
it might be old news and a waste of time.
But I might have a pop up. It's you don't have to pay anything. You just turn up. So
fair. Where's that at?
I might see what I'm doing Sunday. Great Northern Classics.
Where is that? Do you know, or is it just that Great?
It's in Derbyshire.
Oh right. Okay.
I've not actually searched the address, but it's Derbyshire.
Fair.
So yeah, they've got like from the outside, it looks really deceivable, as in like you wouldn't think it shows events and stuff, but apparently a lot of people go there.
Yeah.
Our friend Jake sent me that Porsche one a few weeks ago, but I was away.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he wanted to go with
Yeah,
you.
I missed that one as well. Was that the one on the first? I think it was.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I wanted to go to that as well, but then I just completely forgot about it. And I had a thing in my calendar as car event. And then Jake messaged me on the Friday, like, are you coming down for this? And I was like, shit, mate, completely forgot. Like, doing this now. I got it planned.
Super busy.
And I remember weeks before, I was like, what is car event? Like, I don't even know what this is. Like, I didn't put any of the context to it. But yeah,
but with Jake, need to go to Derby.
I probably should have, but obviously whilst I was talking to him, I was either doing something else and I just quickly typed it in and never got back to it. But yeah, let us know if you do pop up to that. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll try to get some snaps and videos.
Yeah.
So next question I've got for you is, which I added a little bit onto the end because I had a suspicion.
Yeah.
You've owned the same car, so worst car you've owned?
Worst car I've owned will just be the first Fiesta I've had, because all I've ever owned,
I thought that'd be it,
is Fiestas. I've owned a Fiesta, whatever it was, then a Fiesta. It was like a 2014 plate Fiesta. It was all right, to be fair. It was nice. It had 40,000 miles on it. Bought it for $6,000 at the time. Or maybe less miles, I can't remember. Then I bought the ST line, a grey, gunmetal grey, like metallic.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, had that one. And then just as they were cancelling all of the STs for like any future, I grabbed the Fiesta ST in frozen white, which was 2023. So they weren't making any money more. And I actually got it on a good deal. It was like a 1.9% APR for 2 years. And, you know, all used cars were on ridiculous rates, like 12% and more. It was an arm and a leg to do it. And then I was lucky enough to purchase it at the end. But the worst out of the ones I've owned will obviously be the first Fiesta. But I actually quite enjoyed that Fiesta. It was quite fun.
Okay. So I added on to that because I had a suspicion that would be your answer.
Yeah.
I said owned or driven.
Well, the worst...
So if you've driven someone else's car randomly and you've gone, this is a piece of shit.
Well, exactly that. My mum's Volkswagen Passat is an absolute bag of bollocks.
Passat CC?
You what?
The Passat CC?
Oh, mate, it's... right, I have to give it some kudos because every time it hits a pothole, it sounds like a bucket full of bolts. It's had engine warning lights on in perpetuity, but it still drives. It's over 100 and something ridiculous 1,000 miles. My mum's had it for many, many years, and it just keeps going. It will never die. I want it to die because I think it's a death trap for my mum. She doesn't want it to die because she can't afford to get another one.
You have to pay a new one.
But driving that thing, it like feels like driving a gondola, but on the road. Like it feels. Maybe it's because I'm so used to my Fiesta, probably, I don't know. But like,
because that's like small and petite.
This is just like long and like feels heavy and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's an absolute bag of shit, that car. I think that's the worst car I've ever driven.
It still looks alright on the outside though.
Oh, mate, my mum's driven it. It's got dents here, that there. Literally, it sounds like the exhaust is falling off. Every time you hit any slight bump, it sounds like it's going to lose, I don't know, something. If all the shock absorbers are probably gone on it, that's probably why.
Yeah, it probably needs a good bit of TLC.
It does. What about yourself?
Worst car I've owned. So I've owned quite a few cars.
Yeah.
In my 13 years of driving. The worst one's probably just because it gave me so much grief. But I ended up buying another one after it.
Yeah.
So I had a black Golf R.
Yeah.
And it was a 14 plate. And at the time, I think it was about 7 years old, but it had only done, questionably, 15,000 miles.
Yeah.
It looked super clean. it had an advisory on the MOT before I bought it for an oil leak.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he sorted it.
He
Took
said,
it home. Engine light came on. It went back off. And I was like, I'm ignoring that because the car's super fast and that's all I'm bothered about.
yeah.
And to be honest with you, it did run pretty okay. There's nothing. I didn't really have an issue with it. And then I found out the oil was still leaking because it said oil low.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, he's not fixed it then. So I rang the garage and he closed for business.
The garage that you bought it from?
Yeah. He just shut up short. He's like, that's the last one. That's the last person I'll rip off. Just going to close down now. So couldn't send it back, obviously.
Yeah.
Tried to go through the finance company and say it wasn't sold correctly, blah, blah, blah. And then I kept topping it up with oil. But obviously, you only get warned about the oil when it's at a really low level.
Yeah.
So when the engine's going and if you rev it and it has got on the lower side of oil, every time it spins the oil around, you might not have enough for it to do it. So I was driving back from somewhere and then all of a sudden I just heard bang, 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 bang. And that's all I heard when it was running. And I was like, oh, that don't sound good.
No.
So then I took it somewhere and the engine basically overheated, lack of oil.
Yeah.
So the top end and the engine all melted. So I had to have a full engine rebuild. And then when I got it back, they didn't put the hose back on correctly. So I was driving it home, started leaking coolant everywhere. So then they came and like top up the coolant, drove me back, sorted that out. And then the engine light was still on.
Mm-hmm.
I had replaced the sensor on it and it was still on. And I thought, I'm done with this car.
Get rid of it.
I got an ODB scanner or whatever it's called, OBD.
Yeah.
Turned the engine light off.
So you scammed someone else? Is that what you did?
What? I scammed.
We buy any car?
No, I didn't. I didn't scam a private seller. It was
you scammed a
car supermarket. So they're meant to like check the car anyway. So to be honest, there's nothing wrong with after. The only thing that was bugging me is because the light was on and it wouldn't go off.
Yeah.
But in terms of it running and everything, it was back to normal.
See, I just recently had the same thing. I took my car in for its MOT because it was like 3 years old, so it's having its first MOT, and my car had gone flat at one point, and then after that, for some reason, normally you can park your car up and you can turn the engine off, and you can still just chat through the whatever you call it, the radio system.
Yeah,
you can still chat for a bit and whatever. 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want. I'd be on my thing and sometimes 30 seconds, sometimes 2 minutes, it would turn everything off. Like all the lights, all the dash, boom, just go.
It's like a safety feature.
Yeah. And then with the Ford, you can get the Ford app. I'd constantly be getting pings saying yours has gone into like battery saving mode. You can no longer connect with your thing. So like I couldn't unlock my car remotely if I wanted to, or lock it remotely. I couldn't see any of the like tire pressures, any of that kind of stuff. So it was so annoying and so frustrating. It was like that for ages. And I was like, I'll just wait until the next service, or I'll wait until the next MOT, and I'll just ask if someone can they never do politely. They always say, I'm going to charge you. But like, ask politely if they'll just take a look, or if they know of a common sign. Ringing sort the MOT, they said, oh, we've got a recall and this lot. And I was like, what is the recall? Thinking, oh, maybe is this like a battery sensor? No, it was something about mileage clock or some shit like that. Anyways, long story short, I took it down, and the lad that was on the service centre desk came out and he had to take all the pictures of the car. And I was explaining it to him. And he was like, oh, I think it's like sometimes it happens where because you've gone so low, it's sparked a warning on the computer system. And then you've never wiped that error. So it still thinks, even though the car's, done a long drive and you've charged it back up or whatever, you've done a trickle charger on it, it still has that error in the system. So you might even be on 80% battery, but it still thinks you've got this warning. So it goes into saving mode. So I was like, right, well, can you do whatever you need to do? And I'm like, it was like £80 diagnostic. I was like, all they're going to do is they're going to stick that fucking thing in it and it's going to turn it off, and I've paid 80 quid for it. Anyway, even longer story short, went back later that day to pick it up from his MOT, and I was like, oh, I looked at the thing, like, yeah, fine, whatever. Okay, what about the battery? Oh, 2 seconds, let me go check that for you. Went back, checked, and I was like, oh, well, it's got 62% battery, that's fine. And I was like, what about the error? Is the error done? Didn't have any information about the error. It was like, well, you'd have to fill it to 100% battery, and then you'd have to bring it in, and then we'll check it. I was like, so you've not done the check? So, no. I was like, so I don't need to pay the 80 quid? No. I was like, okay, maybe I'll come back and sort it. Anyway, so she confirmed that the engineers have seen it got 62%. So I was like, so it is charging itself. Maybe it is this error message. Good old ChatGPT. I was like, how can I get rid of this error message? Literally, because it was the battery management system on the computer seeing the error. There's a way in Ford Fiestas and many cars to reset it in the car yourself. You don't need to shove something in the OBD port. It was literally what I had to do was flick my high vis things lights 5 times, press my brake 3 times, and then like the battery thing flashed on the thing, and that was it. It was reset. I was like, fuck off.
Like a GTA cheat code.
I was like, no way this has worked. And I sat in the car, I turned it on, turned it off, walked away, came back in a minute later, sat, like you do, like ever since a kid, it's like you take the plug out for 10 seconds and you count 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Does that actually do anything? I don't fucking know, but you count to 10 seconds anyway.
It's a reset, isn't it?
And then put it back in. So I walked away for a minute, sat back down in the car, turned it on, right? I rang someone. I turned it off, and I was like, how long can I stay in here for? Fixed it, mate. And I was like, what the fuck? I've just saved myself 80 quid. All I had to do was flash my lights 5 times and press the brake pedal, and it fixed it, wiped the error. So I'm thinking that all from you were pissed off with just the light. I was the same. Yeah. I was like, this fucking thing keeps doing this, and it's really bugging me. And it was literally a 30-second fix, and I just didn't. I didn't know that. Thankfully, that lad, right, it's probably not his job, but because he just said that, I was like, maybe there's a way I can fix it myself. It was helpful. I'm glad he said it. It's just this battery management thing. But yeah, it's a bit, I'm not, scummy is too strong of a word, but like you can get ripped off so easily with some of these things.
Oh yeah,
it's a
particularly main dealer, because they'll just go, well, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas probably if you took it Joe Blogs, they'll just go, oh, to clear it, press that button when you're finished. Because they won't.
If they know that, like if they don't know
most
that,
of them,
then
most
sometimes
probably do.
Yeah. But yeah.
My light was still on. I cleared it, sold it, and I was like, well, I still want. That was just a bad egg, so I just still want a fast car.
Yeah.
So I got another Golf R, a newer one. I had that about a year, and then I took it for a service, and they were like, "Oh, it's got an oil leak, or the oil's in the bay, like spraying from somewhere." So I was like, "Nah, not doing that again." Sold it. Straight away, I was like, "I can't be doing with the stress."
Yeah.
So since then, I've not. But the black one was like the worst car for like stress, but it was a really nice car to drive.
Yeah. Well, touch wood. Touch wood. There's I've not had any major faults with cars that I've had, so fingers crossed. I don't.
That's the only one I've had, to be honest, and I was probably asking for it because it said oil low, and I kept topping it back up. Yeah. Instead of actually fixing the.
You were just band-aiding it every so often.
I was like, oh, when I get my service, I'll ask them to fix it. A bit like what you did.
Yeah. But yours was a big fault rather than just the battery.
Mine was an oil leak, but I was like, I'll be all right.
It'll be right.
Be all right.
Anyways.
Okay, so the next one I've got is dumbest thing you've done whilst driving or crashes.
I think the dumbest crash was writing off my first Fiesta. You can't even really call it a crash. It was 10 miles an hour. It was it was ridiculous. Basically, long. I love that. I love that saying. Does that mean I say lots of long stories, but they're never really short? I just say that long story short.
Long story short. Yeah.
My favorite saying. But I was coming up to a junction. It's quite a busy one. There's a school like opposite. So the school traffic comes out, crosses the road, and obviously comes our way to go up the same hill. But this little turn-in has a little mini slip road, just to help people just like merge in a little bit. This guy was in a truck with a big high-vis kind of back to it, like highway maintenance looking truck. Yeah. And he had gone to go, and like every new sprightly, eager young driver, you're like, right, I want to whiz out two behind him, and I want to kind of like, if I can spot the traffic early, rather than coming up to the line and kind of like really ding it, I'm going to whiz out. So I'm literally just behind this guy. He sets off to go, right? Because I'm like, great. I turn to the right, so I'm no longer looking at him because I'm like, he's gone. I'm looking to the right because there's traffic coming out of school, and this person's coming along. They turn my way, so I'm keeping an eye on them because I'm like, am I have enough time to get out in front of them? And then the age-old time slowed down, and as I turned my head sideways, I was in the back of that van. So the guy saw the same car that I saw and decided to put his brakes on and didn't go down the slip road. He just stopped at the line, and I ended up going back.
So you were looking away to check that. You thinking he'd already gone?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
I've not had like a major crash. So I've crashed twice, if you could call it a crash. One time I went into a shop, come back out, there's no one behind me.
What? You went into a shop?
No, not in the car.
Oh.
I went into the shop as a
like,
person.
What the fuck? You went to a co-op with your car?
Yeah, I was doing supermarket sweep.
Yeah.
I went in, came out. There was no car behind me. Where I was parked. Got in, plug your phone in. This is when you plug your aux in. As you do. Choose a song, whacked it in reverse, went
Boom.
back, bang. And I was like, that car went there a minute ago.
Oh.
So it was a delivery driver who's just, the ones in cars.
Yeah.
Just pulled up, went down someone's drive. It was his mum and dad's Honda Jazz.
The ones in cars? Well, I hope it was. Not one poor guy on a bike and you just absolutely...
No. Like you get the ones in vans, like Amazon and stuff.
Oh,
this
right.
is like
that kind. I was
every
thinking food
I'm
delivery
in my car
driver.
filling my parcel up.
I was thinking like
filling
food
my car
delivery.
with parcels.
No. Okay. Right.
Yeah, so he'd come back up. He's like, oh, it's my mum and dad's. It was a Honda Jazz. I still don't like Honda Jazzes to this day.
Yeah.
So I had to pay him off for his cracked bumper. My rear bumper, however, was completely put in.
Yeah.
It was like a big circle, and it just went into itself.
Well, that's what they're designed to do. Maybe not at 10 miles an hour, but yeah.
Yeah, literally, like, it wasn't even that fast. And then I eventually had it pulled out, and then I just voluntary terminated the car.
Fair.
On the finance.
That was very much like
years.
mine. Mine wasn't worth keeping, so the insurance company called it a write-off. And it was literally just... I knew because I can't remember what it was, some kind of tax document or something came through my door months later saying, like, you need to sort this out. And I'm like, it's not my car. Yeah. And then I checked it and it was back on the road again. So obviously they took it to some shop or whatever, fixed it up, paid me my money and sold it on again. As they do. I had another very similar one where my grey Fiesta, I was going down a hill in some snow and across a one-way bridge, and the guy that who was in front of me decided to stop at the other side of the one-way bridge, roll down his window, talk to the guy on the other side of the road saying, it's not worth going up there, mate. realizing that I'm coming down behind him at like 5 miles an hour
And you
gingerly,
can't stop.
but I can't stop. So I start beeping, and then this guy shits himself because obviously there's a car behind him beeping. So then he panics and starts just trying to set off fast. Because he's trying to set off as fast, his wheels are just spinning in one spot.
Yeah.
And his, like, you know, when he does it, sometimes you kind of like, you don't even go forwards, you go sideways and stuff, like in the snow. So I can't stop now. Like if I press my brakes slightest, that's it. I'm locked in. So the same pain of I could just see the inevitable
just
happening.
waiting to.
And the worst thing was he had a tow bar thing on the back of his car.
Oh,
so it just
straight through your grill.
Slowly ate into the front grill of my car, and I could just hear it. I was like, no. But that one wasn't as bad. That was thankfully he drove off. I heard it again on the way out, punk, like pull its way out, and we pulled up on the side of the road. No damage to his car because his tow bar thing saved him. Right. And then my car, all the plastic was just all bent and fucked up. Thankfully, the grill I could just kind of like pop it back into place, but like the bumper itself had like bent in and split. But yeah, that's a silly one. But that one wasn't right off, thank God. And I didn't even claim on that one. I just got it. I got some like
just got it fixed.
It's like it's not even like metal work. It's plastic work. They kind of like almost like plastic solder it together in a sense. And sorted it out.
I had another one. Had a Scirocco. I was in traffic, and then I feel like I was like daydreaming, and I looked, and I was like, thinking that the car in front had pulled off, so I just like rolled into them essentially. And it was a Discovery, and Scirocco's are really low, like really flat. So I like obviously rolled in, and I was like, fucking hell. So I got out, not a mark on the Discovery.
Yeah, you was like under it.
And she was like, car. Yeah, literally I went under it, like my bumper and everything was fine, but my bonnet crumpled and it pushed the radiator back.
Oh my God.
Pushed everything back. So yeah, I had to claim my insurance for that because it was like all the front chassis that holds all the radiator in.
Little bits of structural damage that you can't really just patch up. You need to properly get it done,
I had to claim on that. So yeah, that was my other one.
Nice. Well, I'm
but
going to
nothing like fast. I've never
done any high octane crashes either. I nearly did. I remember going on the way to Harrogate once, and it had snowed, and there was traffic because of the snow. But the sun had started to come out, and on like the really nice proper tarmac roads, because they were black, they were already starting to melt a lot of the snow. And I remember sat-nav took me on a little back road rather than the main road, which was just absolutely clogged up. So I was like, right, sand, I'm going to absolutely bez it round here. Bezzed it, because it's 60 miles an hour. You can do what you want. It's country road. Flying round, and this road was nicely fresh tarmac, black, thick, obsidian coloured tarmac, so it had melted all of it. I was like, sweet, I'm going to fly down here. It tunnel visioned on getting to work on time. I go round this long sweeping bend and hadn't computed that there was some long ferns that were tall, and obviously they were shadowing onto the tarmac.
So it didn't melt.
So I got round the corner into the shadowed part, and there was still ice on it. And oh my God, thank God for ABS and stuff like that, because my arse end of my car went out onto the grass where there's more snow. But thankfully, at the speed at which I was going, and being in a front wheel drive Fiesta, just got to the front end of the tarmac again, and it kind of like bit in and like dragged myself forward
and
again.
chucked you back in.
I think if it was any bit longer, that shaded bit, that was it. My car, and I remember it was one of them like
straight into a bush.
It was one of them turn the radio off and drive at 40 miles an hour. Like
after that,
oh my God,
just check yourself. Look in the mirror and go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, just one of them humbled moments. But yeah, never done anything super fast. But my turn for question for you, right?
Okay,
we can do it, but first. It's basically, and we might do this as a reoccurring one. Okay. Maybe we can bring one for each other each week, but it's Shag, Marry, Avoid, but for cars. And we're going to call it, nice animation, which I'm probably not going to be able to do, rag, marry, avoid. Which car would you like to rag? Which one would you like to marry?
Yeah.
Which one would you avoid? And we're just going to go with an absolute cliche first one for you. The Ferrari LaFerrari, the Porsche 918 Spider, or the McLaren P1. An absolutely holy trinity of cars. Which one would you rag? Which one would you marry? And which one would you avoid? And if you think about it, it follows the same kind of ethos and principles of the shag, marry, avoid. You always do like that, right? Well, avoid, I don't want to go anywhere near them.
Yeah.
Shag, you kind of like you like both the shags and the marries, but the marries like for life, and nice.
You want to daily drive the marry.
And yeah,
you want to
absolutely rag the pants off it.
take the rag on a holiday that you only drive for like 2 weeks.
Yep.
And the avoid, you're like, I can live without that.
I can live with that one.
You just don't like the car.
Yeah.
I would marry the Ferrari.
Okay.
I mean, I have no concept of how all three of them drive.
Yeah.
Which is the first problem. But purely off what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I would marry the Ferrari. I'd shag the McLaren.
Rag
the McLaren,
Rag.
sorry. I'm not shagging cars.
No.
And I'd avoid the Porsche.
Avoiding the Porsche, rag the McLaren, and marry the Ferrari. Interesting. That's not what I was going to guess from you.
What would you go?
I think it is a hard one, isn't it? I think I would avoid the Ferrari.
Oh, really?
And I think I would rag the Porsche and marry the P1. I think I remember watching the Top Gear's video of it, and I remember the bits of the Porsche 918 Spider and them showing the little flames coming out the exhaust on it, and I was like, "Oh, that's so sick!" Like, I'd love to drive a car that does that. Yeah. Like, my inner fucking 14-year-old played Need for Speed 2 Underground, like pop, 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 pop. I was like, that looks cool. I'd love to rag a car around a track like that one. The Ferrari, beautiful car, whatever. But I don't know what it is about hyper car Ferraris.
Hyper cars. Yeah,
don't really do it for me. It
is massive as well.
Yeah. And it's like
a huge car.
Yeah, it is like modern, it's not modern day F1 cars, but like it's just big and wide and flat, like kind of looking thing. The P1 arguably could say like similar kind of, but it just looks, to me,
looks a bit sleeker.
I know the LaFerrari is elegant, but like I said, different type of elegant. It's more like rather than artsy elegant, it's more like a efficiency looking elegant kind of the McLaren. That's what I like about it. And I just want to rag the Porsche because it's got pop, pop, pop fire coming out of it. That's literally it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be my choice. So you can bring one next week, George.
Come up with some more for those.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, like, what could you do? You could do like a Fiesta, a Yaris, and like a, I don't know, what would be another one? Like what's another little hot hatchback? Golf?
Polo, yeah.
Polo, Golf, Hyundai, what is it, i20 or some shit like that?
Well, it's a bit similar to the game that I had. So I had Would You Rather.
Which is just out of 2.
Which is just out of 2.
But
what I did is I made 2 lists. So shit versus shit.
Yeah, and good versus good.
Good versus good. Because what you don't want to do is say, I don't know, a Yaris versus a Porsche, because you're obviously going to pick a Porsche.
Yeah, they got to be on. Yeah, they got to be on par. But equally, I think rag, marry, avoid has got a lot more clickability. Traction. Yeah, clickability. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'll give you one. Would you rather?
Go on.
A 4KA, but the bug one.
Right.
So like when we were growing up, the older one.
Yeah.
Not the newer one. or a Fiat Punto?
I think I would go for...
So this is like 2000 era.
Yeah. I think I would go for Fiat Punto just because I may or may not fit a bit better in a Fiat Punto. I've sat in an old KA and it is like
Jake had one, did he?
neck breaking stuff.
Yeah,
Fiat Punto for me.
super low.
What would you go for?
I'd go for the KA. Just probably stick a turbo on it and drag it around.
Just rag it. Little microwave.
Like, right,
That's what they are.
It's got to be
Microwaves and
tiny.
wheels.
Yeah, it's got to be fun.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun to drive. Okay, we'll do a posh one.
Go on then. Would you rather? Hopefully
It's not too posh actually. Let's do this one.
Go on then.
A Toyota GR Yaris.
Oh, okay.
Or a Civic Type R. So new models. But which one?
I
So
hear
GR
a lot
Yaris
of good
would be
things
a little
about
bit similar to yours, but obviously
I hear a lot
really
of things
fast.
about that Yaris. I hear a lot of good things. I don't know what the newer Honda Civic looks like. Is if it still looks like a crazy Japanesey angled, edgy looking car, then probably not.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for the Toyota.
Yeah, so the Civic still, it is on the longer side still.
Yeah.
Rather than it being your typical like Ford Focus shaped with the slope back. It's sort of, it looks like a saloon, but I'm not actually sure if they've got a saloon boot.
Right.
But apparently the Civics are really good to drive.
Have they got
as well.
3 exhausts on the bottom at the back? Yeah.
Yeah. So on our next segment, which is guess the body part, or guess the car by the body part.
Yep.
There was a picture and it had the 3 exhausts, so 2 big ones and a little one in the middle.
Right.
So you would have got that, so I'm glad I didn't pick it.
Yeah. Go on then. So what's the one that you have got me for the guess the picture?
So I'll show it you now.
You don't.
I'll send it you.
I'll post it on the thing. It was.
So what do you think that is?
Now, I think I have an answer by the grille. Look.
Okay.
What was throwing me off was the headlights. And then also what was next to the grilly bit. But the grille itself reminds me of an Audi, is what I would say. Which Audi, I have no freaking clue.
Guess?
I'm going to guess by how the headlights look as well. Like a, would you say this is politically correct? Like a lower model? Like not like an RSC version or anything like that. I would imagine it's just like a simple A3, A5, whatever, that kind of thing. That's what I'm going to go with. The grille is Audi looking to me. And it also, I know the grille on my Ford looks kind of similar, that kind of like hexagonally. But I think it's Audi DNA.
So you're right with Audi.
Don't tell me it's some like
close
RSC thing. What is it?
It's an RS3.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I got the picture, I thought the colour might be a giveaway because obviously it's bright green.
Yeah, but
which would be in a like in an RS, you wouldn't really get it on a standard. The reason you're probably thrown by the headlights because it is a brand new one, so the headlights aren't.
Right. Okay.
They're more like angled at the end.
Right.
They're not as straight. But yeah, the grille is very Audi. So.
It's very Audi. Yeah, very, very Audi. And for my one, I feel like maybe you wasn't able to see it, but like there's a very clear dead giveaway on the actual picture that it is.
I did see it, but I did already know it before I saw that.
Right. So what is your guess for my one for the car part? It's the Range Rover Evoque.
It's a Range Rover Evoque. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%
I don't know which one it is, but it's definitely a Range Rover.
You don't even know what it
I
is.
don't know what it is. We did this in a rush like 5 seconds before.
You meant to know what it is. Otherwise, if I guess it, you go,
we
yeah,
got
that's
our
right.
wires miscommunicated. I was talking about rag, marry, avoid. You were talking about guess the
Right,
car
okay.
part. So then I had
Well,
to
you
get
got two
mine within
segments
2
there,
seconds.
so
But yes, it's
fine.
a Range Rover. Is the correct answer. The other
And
ones,
it is an Evoque.
the other ones that I could find were so easy as well. Like you could literally see the bottom of like the Ferrari like shield, and I'm like, you're gonna guess that in 2
Yeah.
seconds.
I had some where it was literally like the kidney grill of a BM.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really know which model it was, so that would be the tricky bit.
Yes.
But it's got the kidney grill and the BMW bag, so you're like, what's the point in that?
Exactly.
So I need to find a way of
That's got it. That's like
scrubbing.
pub quiz level. You might not even know what cars are.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But for car
Yeah,
people,
so-
you need like something a bit more obscure than that.
There were quite a couple, and the reason I didn't pick them because I thought that's probably too hard.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of them I didn't have a clue. Like I could sort of think, is it that? But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't swipe through and check
Yeah.
whether it was or wasn't. So
Fair.
I have nothing else on the
On the old agenda.
Got
Nice.
no more questions for you.
Well, I think it's both your. Maybe we'll swap them and take them in turns. I do like the would you rather's.
Yeah.
And the rag, marry, avoid as well. So maybe comments. Come on, we're not getting enough comments, guys. Comments down in the section
Yeah,
below.
comment
you
your
can have a
rag, marry,
comment,
avoid.
your own rag, marry, avoid, and we'll call it out in the next if we like the ones.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't have anything else to kind of talk about. Jordan, if you would like to.
Oh, you went to the car and coffee.
Yes, I did go to a car and coffee.
Couple of weeks
it
ago.
was much better at.
Then we went.
No, it was good, but I went because it was better because I was there at the beginning of the day this time rather than turning up at 10. It was also better turnout as well, and better prepared.
It looked like it.
Yeah, we were better prepared because Miles pre-told the tea ladies that there was probably going to be a lot of cars this time.
Instead of one person. Like last time.
So they were a bit more prepared in that sense. And yeah, loads of nice cars turned up. He did a really good job of kind of getting this amount of people together. It is very chill, is very nice. People just all rock up. Everyone's walking around. Photographers turn up, take some pictures and what have you. The weather was still okay. So he's looked out both times for that. I don't know if he's got another one planned in. I know Miles is quite busy at the moment. I think he's currently in America doing some shoots and stuff. Yeah, so he's doing pretty good. But yeah, it was a good event. Maybe I'll pop some pictures up as we're talking now. But it's just a nice cars and coffee. And if he does another one in the future, we can try and share something on socials to try and give it a shout out. So if you're in like the Otley, North Yorkshire area, generally that's something that goes down at Wharf Bank Mills, I think it's what it's called. But yeah, nothing else major for myself. I don't know if we'll get another one out before the next race because I think it's not this weekend coming. Is it next weekend? Maybe. I'm not quite sure.
We might potentially record, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
see if we get one out. But
I'm on my Ollie Bobs next week.
Are you?
Well, not like abroad. I'm going to do something in the UK, but hopefully, like I'm going to enjoy driving the little Fiesta. Either going to go to like Wales or we might even go to Scotland. We're not even going to plan. We're just going to get in the car and we're just going to maybe even like throw a dartboard kind of level. Like, where should we go? Let's do a little adventure. And then
I think if the weather's still nice, you should go south or go to Wales.
Well, we was looking at like Great Yarmouth area because that's the other side where I think there's now becoming some rain again and a cold front next week. It can all be changing, I guess. It could all get pushed out of the way.
It is meant to rain here next week as well.
But it was looking like the lakes were going to get rain. Well, if the lake's going to get rain, Scotland's for sure going to get rain. Then all of Wales was going to get rain. Cornwall was going to get rain. So I was just like, right, we can't go on the west side of the UK. We're just going to have to go to the east side somewhere. So I looked like Great Yarmouth. Find other places, I don't know. But we are just going to probably close to the days, look at the weather reports and just get in a car and go somewhere. We'll have a tent in the back, so if we can find a camping site, we'll camp. If we can't find a camping site, we'll just get a cheap B&B. And maybe wherever we find like the nicest day, we might buy like a little log cabin on B&B or something like that. So
nice.
We will see how things go. But I enjoy hopefully bedding down some country roads in my Fiesta for a little bit.
Yeah, and there'll be no ice. You'll be all right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the end of the episode. I think that's we'll come with more questions next time. I'll do a better job, and we'll do 50-50 questions. And yeah, if you've got any other questions and comments, audience people, please put them in the chat, both on Spotify and YouTube, and we'll get back to answering your questions. We'll see you in the next episode.
See you later, guys. Thank you very much.
See you later.